Hi everyone, so today we're going to be doing some crazy crafting. So basically I'm going to randomly generate what type of card I want to do and what kind of colours I can use and what kind of random item extra on top of that I can use. Okay, and then from that we're going to make a project. So this is an edited replay of a live stream that I did, so enjoy. Right, let me have a quick look and see. I was actually going to do a gift box for an Easter card, but I don't. Oh no, actually we could. Yeah, I was going to make a gift box. Did you get the little card? Yeah, I do use little card a lot. Right, I'm just thinking because I'd seen something on Pinterest, like an Easter basket type thing. And I was thinking of using some new dyes that I've had from Coca Rosa. So this die here, I didn't really want to use. I didn't really want to use it just to make a card with. So I was thinking about doing it with like a box in the middle and having the egg either side, and then this is like a little handle. Right, now since we're only allowed to use plain card, I think I might use the Papercraft Direct sample books because they're kind of easy to grab different colours quickly without me having to raid through. And with it being an Easter card, I kind of want to, this is dropping one on the floor. I would kind of quite like to, whatever it was I was going to say, I don't know. I'd quite like to not just be able to have it in my hands. That's what I was going to say. Right, I'm going to go with this, I think, because then I can use it for the, oh, let me move this out of the way. I can use it for the handle section. So I think I'm going to cut this down to, how much do I need? Right, there's the egg. Let's put the other egg down there. So I need to go ahead now and put this together. This measures about 2 3/4. Okay, so 2 3/4. I reckon the depth should be about 1.5. So about 2 3/4 by 1.5. So 2 3/4, 1.5 height. That's the width. And if we make it square, I reckon we should probably go with square. So I think there's different ways you could do this, but I reckon we'll probably just go for a, this is what I do, and you'll get to see my thinking process now. So when I'm trying to work stuff out, I'll draw my, it's going to need to be a square. I mean, you could go rectangular, I suppose. I know you could go rectangular. But anyway, even if you do, you're going to go, so the middle piece needs to be 2 3/4 wide, 1 inch high, and then the depth of it can either be square or we can go for the 1.5 again. I think I'm going to go with the same depth of the box as we've got for the height. So I think I'm going to go for 1.5. So then that will mean that if we could deconstruct the box, this bit in the middle is going to be 2 3/4 wide, and then 1.5 this way, 1.5 that way, and then we need the sides to be 1.5 as well. So there and there, there and there, there and there, there and there. Ooh, so these are all 1.5 as well. 1.5. So we then have to add them all up. So we've got, and we'll obviously have tabs here, tabs here, tabs here, tabs here, and that can be just a plain thingy bob. So the width of the piece of card needs to be 1.5 plus 1.5, which is 3, plus 2 3/4, which is 5 3/4. We've got 5 3/4 as the width of our card. And then the height of it, we've got 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. So we've got 4.5. So that's how big that needs to be. So a little box maker here. So we need a piece that's 4.5 by 5 3/4. Okay, where's my bit of card gone? So on here, we need to score at 1.5 either end. So that is 1.5 and 4 1/4. So then that should be 2 3/4 in the middle, which is fabulous. And then 1.5 and 3. 1.5 and 3 this way around. So then what we need to do is I think I'm going to fold my lines first and then do my tabs. I think it might be a bit easier. Obviously, if you want to make your box a little bit wider, you can do. So if you want to increase here, you can do. If you want to make it square, you can do. So then what we want to do is, let me turn this over. I'm going to cut down this line here. Very carefully cut down there like that. And then in fact, I'm going to use a Stanley knife because my cutting with scissors is not the best. Right, I'm going to do this by a Stanley knife and ruler because I'm going to get a straighter cut, and I also want to make sure I miss out that score line. So that is like that, and then what I'm going to do, let's just not worry about that, let's take it off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some red tape, add it on, and then just cut round it so I know where my tabs are. Okay, so if we cut them off, we would have 2 little tabs on the inside, one there and one there. Or we could reinforce and have them all lined up. No, I think I'm going to trim them. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here, cut that tab, and then just notch it. And because I've already put the tape on, it just makes notching easier. I'm probably going to leave, no I'm not, I'm going to notch it. I'm going to notch both ends. Right, so that is that like that. So that's going to go over there. That is going to go over there. And then we're going to need to cut a little hole so that our handle can go through and over. And I'm just thinking I might do the handle after I've done the tabs. Before I stick the eggs on, I'm going to go ahead and stick this on, and this is going to go inside like that and over the top. Let me just see with my egg. This is the egg we've used, little die cut, and that goes on there. And then I just need to find some brads. They're flowery and they go in nicely against the pink, so I think we'll use those for our little handles. And then I just need to find the middle section. So what I was going to do was just draw a cross. If I draw a cross, you're going to be able to see it. So let me kind of guesstimate where it's going to be. I reckon it's going to be about here. Let's go across there. Yeah, that was about right. And I won't be able to see that because I'm going to be sticking a brad over the top of it. We don't need to go too big with our hole. I think we need to go for about there, I reckon. And then let's just punch a hole in there. Yep, there we go. Stick that in, get it kind of central left to right. Draw a little hole. So that's like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over here, put it central, and then do that. Instead of having to do my little cross thing all over again, make a little hole, and then take the handle, put it back in, draw a little mark, punch a hole. There we go. Right, so then we're going to go through there like that, and then through the little hole in the handle like that, and then pull our split pin things back on themselves. Bend that over like that. Put this through. If you wanted to, you could put another little paper flower on the outside there. So let's get our little eggs, and that's going to go on the front like that. Oh, I like that. This die is very nice. I am liking this die. I actually think it looks better on a... Oh, there you go. And then what I was thinking was in the middle there, you could fill it with mini eggs. Or little... You might actually be able to fit, I reckon, you could probably fit a cream egg and then some of the little mini wrapped up dime bar eggs or whatever. So, yeah. So we ended up with this, just so anybody else who's joined and doesn't know what we're doing. So we ended up with this because the wheel picked out for us that we had to do a gift box, any 3 colours, and the random thing was we had to use plain card, no what's-a-majig, pattern paper. That's the word I'm looking for, no pattern paper. So yeah, but that's turned out well. I actually really like that.